Hello, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Very briefly today, I would love to share a revelation the Lord gave me on the 1st of September. But before I share this revelation, I quickly want to draw our attention to that which has been happening in the nation of Nigeria. As everybody can see with their physical eyes, there's so many things that is out of place in the political structure, and there's been a lot of agitation, there's been a lot of unrest from several groups, and there've been a lot of blames, different blame from different camps. And if one is not very sensitive and very discerning, it is possible for one to make the wrong judgment, except the Lord shows mercy. So on the 1st of September, I was carried in the spirit to the northern part of the country, and I was shown a throne, very high, exalted throne into the clouds. Now there was a being seated on this throne. But the fascinating thing about this throne is this throne was is like a mountain that rose up into the clouds, and out of this mountain was carved a throne. I repeat, this throne is as though it was a physical, it was a mountain, excuse me, and this mountain was a throne was carved out of it, very high into the sky. So as I was fascinated by this sight, I was really fascinated by the sight, and I was observing and looking like, what could this be? Like, what kind of thing is this? How can a throne be carved out of a mountain? As I was trying to understand what this was and what it was all about, immediately the understanding was given me. It was not as though I heard a voice or somebody spoke to me. It was as though I was just brought into the understanding, and I knew that that throne is the prince in the north. I just knew that that was the throne of the prince in the north and the prince over Nigeria. So, without knowing, I woke up from the dream. And when I woke up and I was, what is going on? And I could not really understand what the dream was all about. And scriptures started coming to my mind. And wherever the scriptures mention of a prince, make mention of a prince over a nation or a people or a territory, this signifies that the the laws or the not laws now, for example, whatsoever the inhabitant of a territory or a nation portrays is a reflection of that which controls them. It is a reflection of the spirit that is in charge of them, rather. That was what came to my mind. So, and I said, oh, and I knew that everything that is happening in the country, everything you see, the corruption, the bloodshed, the insecurity, the wickedness, and every other thing that you know that you can see in the land visible, can be traced coming from that throne. So I on Monday I was still pondering over this. On Monday, which was the 2nd of September, I was pondering over this, and I was wondering, Lord, what is the meaning of this? Why have you shown me this? What am I to do? I was just in the place of inquiring and trying to find out exactly what God would have me do. And during that period, while I was doing that, it came strong in my spirit that the Lord spoke to me, saying, the season where this prince in the north is going to be judged We are in this season as we speak. And this was the exact word. This was the exact word that the Lord spoke to me. He said, the prince in the north will be unseated. No, sorry. He said the prince in the north will be judged. He will be judged and unseated. Then righteousness will be enthroned. The prince in the north will be judged and will be unseated. Then righteousness will be enthroned. Now, after I spoke that to me, the next thing that followed in my spirit asking was that how would this be? How would we know that this thing has happened? Like, what will be a token for us or for the people of Nigeria to say, okay, well, it's as though there is something that the Lord is about to do in the nation? Because you see, God is so interested in Nigeria. I don't know, but God is so interested in that country. Yeah, we are aware that the Lord, there's so many prophecies that has gone ahead of the country, of the nation of Nigeria, concerning that which the Lord intends to do through her among the nations of the earth. But there is this love. It's not as though God does not love other nations. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to say that there is this critical role that that nation must play in the agenda of God this season. It is as though somebody's in a game of chess and there is a move you must make, and there is a particular piece you must use to make that move, which is a very significant move. Nigeria is like that piece that must be moved, that God must move to make that move. So every prophecy that has been spoken concerning the nation by the fathers of faith and by many other prominent ministers and men of God, it is as though it is not coming to pass. It is as though it is the exact opposite that we are seeing, and many people are getting frustrated, confused, and there's so many murmuring and all that. People are losing faith, the level of confidence that many had in the word of God is coming to an all-time low. But hear this: God is not a man that he should lie. Every word of God he has spoken concerning his people must definitely come to pass. And you see that of Nigeria, it will surely and definitely come to pass. So I'm going to try as much as possible to shorten. I don't want the video to be too long. We are already 80 minutes into the video. So the next thing the Lord told me was that there's going to be a wind that's going to blow in the northern part of Nigeria. And this time around, as he was speaking to me, I was seeing exactly what he was saying. There's going to be a wind that is going to blow in the northern part of Nigeria. And when this happens, now this wind, I'm not talking about a physical wind now. This thing is going to happen in the realm of the spirit. It's going to blow. And when it happens in the realm of the spirit, it's going to blow a lot of debris, particles. It's going to blow them away. Now, the effect of that thing that takes place in the spirit is going to be that soon, I don't know when, there's going to be an unrest in the northern part of the country. There's going to be an unrest in the northern part of the country. And this unrest will start from a certain class of people. I don't know how to explain this, but that is how it's going to start from. It's going to be like a very small thing among a very few group of people, but very powerful people, and then it is going to spread generally. It's going to spread everywhere in the north, and that was the sign the Lord gave, that once we see this happen physically, then we should be assured that the salvation and the redemption of Nigeria is at hand. So, if you are a believer and you are getting discouraged, be encouraged. God has not forgotten about that nation. Eh, I know there are so many things that we will complain about and we'll talk about. Yes, that's true, but there is something behind the scene that we have not yet gotten, which is that judgment must definitely come on that prince in the north. Once that judgment comes upon him, then, only then, can righteousness be enthroned. Until then, what we're going to be seeing is all what we are seeing now, if not going to be worse. So it's a call for us to continue to stay in the place of prayer, to continue to inquire from the Lord, and continue to press that let this will of God be done, so that Nigeria can be delivered from the onslaught and the bondage and the chains of those that will not allow her see and fulfill the promise of God even in this season. So that's basically it. That's what the Lord has laid in my heart to share. In fact, this is the fifth time I'm making this video. This is the fifth time I'm making this video. Other times, there's just been a lot of back and front. My memory card got spoiled. I just changed the memory card and so many other things. But successfully, I hope as many that the Lord wants this video to get across to, we get across to. As many that wants to still inquire from the Lord on the authenticity of the revelation. Yes, we see in part and we know in part. There are other things that the Lord might reveal to you that might not make known to me. So when we bring this piece together, it makes a whole, and then we can war with it in the place of prayer. So thank you very much. My name is Abiola. God bless you.